You better do it 12:34 now.
Are all police officers required to wear body cameras?
All patrol officers that are out of the national officers have been issued, to my knowledge, and understanding, have been issued body cameras. I would probably think that the policy may need to be tweaked. I haven't seen the written policy. May need to be tweaked that before that foot gets out of that car, they turn it on. Sometimes they delay in turning it on. Sometimes now they can't turn it off if there's a conversation going on like a domestic violence where the person's identity can be compromised. They don't give out identities on things like that. So they have the authority to turn it off, pause it, the audio and before their foot get out of the car, they should turn that body camera on. They're all outfitted with them now. All patrol officers who are going after officers. And let me just say this about body cams. Body cams, in my opinion, is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's either going to confirm, exonerate, or convict. It's going to be one of three things. Now, they got the body cam, but y'all got this.
Yeah.
Anytime there's police interaction, all you see is this. People videotape it. So think about it. Had the young lady not videotape yesterday, George Floyd, those officers would be scot free.
That's right.
They'd be scot free. But the evidence was so overwhelming and compelling, they couldn't get off that. They couldn't get off that. So yes, all officers have.
Do you have any plans or program ideas for at-risk youth in our state?
I do. I mentioned to you the federal program that I was in charge of back in the 90s, and it became successful. I can mimic that same program. I can form a public-private partnership for funding to go after at-risk youth. Because really, these kids, they don't want to do wrong, but they get around the wrong crowd. They get around older kids sometimes, they get around influencers. But if somebody reach out to them, I saw them already young, and what I saw, I wanted to be. So kids see what they want to be. If they see the negative, that's all they see, that's what they're going to be. But put some positiveness in them. Teach them how to set goals. Teach them how to do job interviews. Teach them how to write resumes. If they're not interested in any of that, give them a trade. Give them options. And that'll segue me into this. As your sheriff in the Duval County Jail, again, I intend to partner with the public-private partnership, have a public-private partnership with industry, with the trade industry. We're going to give you options while you're incarcerated. If you're incarcerated for a specific period of time, we're going to give you options. Learn trade, carpentry, electric, HVAC, plumbing, mechanic. I'll partner with all these people, and I'll make sure that they can get a certificate. So when they get out, they'll have options. Salvation Army will hire you when you get in jail and you got to trade. A lot of fellas get out of jail and they start their own business. Landscape is one of the major ones. They'll start. So I want to give you options. But if you're in there and you say, you know what, Mr. Jefferson, I don't like none of that. I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm just gonna chill, do my time, and I'm gone. Well, I got a plan for him too. We're gonna wake him up at 5:30 in the morning, every morning, not every. Every morning. We're gonna shackle. You're gonna get on the truck, and all this trash that's around Jacksonville, and all the dirty business, I think it's 25 cents an hour that they'll give. You're gonna be crying for a trade. That, or he ain't gonna want to come back and move up out of jail. And that's
Do you believe in community neighborhood boards?
what?
Boards.
Boards.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with, neighborhood board, let's call it HOA. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Sheriff Lovell, back in '95, created, SHAD code, that's an acronym for Sheriff's Advisory Council. And what that council, I thought that council was, very effective because it involved the people in the neighborhood. You can come there once a month, you can voice your concern. You got speeders going down your residential area, bring it to their attention. Those officers are required to respond to that. Set a radar, set up, the board, have y'all ever seen this board that monitors your speed and tells you how fast you're going? Well, y'all need to pay attention to that because that's from tickets. The board can't give you a ticket, but they're saying this is a problem area because they get a printout, this is a problem area, and when you don't see the board, you see an officer there running radar, is a crisis. So just know that when you see that board, after a while that board is leaving, the officer will be out there, writing tickets. But in the SHAD code, the officers, particularly the lieutenant, was responsible for following up with that complaint, and then in the next meeting, we will report. That's what happened. We monitored the area. There were 5 speeders that we ticketed. They slowed down now, yada, 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 whatever the results are. But they're required to be held accountable and give the results. I'll have something very, very similar to that. The whole, to keep the people engaged and hold the officers responsible for the area accountable.
When you have officers trained on how to deal with situations where emotionally and mentally people are involved.
Yeah, I would provide continuous ongoing training for officers to know how to handle and treat the mentally ill. Just because they're mentally ill doesn't mean that they're a threat right away. Now, let's not get into this. If an officer responds to a call and it's a mentally ill person, they have a meltdown, you got a machete, a gun, a knife, anything that can hurt himself or herself, or the officer or anybody else, the officers are trained tactically how to handle that. If you got a machete, you got some mental issues, you have a meltdown, you charge that beat with that machete. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, the officer has no choice. He has no choice. She's just gangster, that's all. But the officer has no choice. When he gets in such an uproar, the officer has to use the force. We don't do all the facts. We got to stop rushing and say, well, that's all they do. They're going to kill people. No. But I tell you this, that officer wants to go home.
Yeah.
In one piece.
Yeah.
That officer has a family. He's got probably a wife, children, a mother, father. He's got relatives just like the person that's charging him. And his obligation is to protect and serve. Protect what? You, himself, and any others. I know how it looks when there's a police involved shooting. I know how I responded to hundreds of them. But until you get the facts, slowly help you break some judgment. Until you get all of the facts. Again, what gets the headlines is that 5% of people, officers, that do wrong. That's what gets the headlines, especially if it's an unjustified shooting. And that should get that problem. It's unjustified. George Floyd said it was unjustified. So that should have gotten the attention that it did. Who knew that it would create a global outrage? Nobody knew that. But that deserves that kind of attention. But when I jumped in that 24-foot pond, there was no fanfare. There was no glitter. There was no parade. There was never even parades. I wasn't looking for it, but that gets buried under the rug. That's all that gets buried under the rug. Yeah, they gave me a pen called Lifesaver Award. Basically it. But what I was most thankful for was we got all of them out. We're all here living protected to talk. Was that my job? No. Did I have to do it? No. But I couldn't stand back and watch those girls around. They're screaming for help and cars sinking. We didn't sink fast too. I was out there, I just took my gun belt off, threw it on the ground, not even thinking about securing it. Threw it on the ground, ran in the water, swam, got an 8-year-old out, and went back to get 2 14-year-olds. Now, mind you, people are standing on the shoreline, saying things like, "Oh my gosh, be careful!" Yada yada. Nobody came in to help. One officer eventually came in and helped. We got one of them out. But my point is this: when you run into trouble, we run into trouble. Because we are the defenders of the wall. And we're going to make sure that you stay safe. And as your sheriff, when you go to sleep at night, I want you to feel good about your police department.
This is going to be the last one here. Most of the questions are pretty good. I won't anyone to feel like overlooked. He's answered the question as it relates to community programs for juveniles. So this will be our last question for tonight. When it comes to helping our juveniles get out of the system, do you have a plan, or will you consider issuing juvenile citations?
You know what I would like to do? He said on the first part of that question,
to help juveniles out of the system, will you consider issuing juvenile citations?
so to help juveniles get out of the system. I want to create the avenue where juveniles don't get in this. That's felonies. Because the felon is going to follow you your whole life.
Yeah.
Misdemeanors, when you turn 18, you vanish and be held against you. That one felony is going to follow you for the rest of your life. As I was coming up tonight, there was some guys on the corner over there, and they, "Oh, Kid Jefferson, hey, what's up, man?" And the other guy come run over. He said, you run for sheriff, right?" He said, "I can vote. I'm not a felon. I got a lot of misdemeanors, but I'm not a felon." I said, we said all. As long as you got your car and you can vote, you register. Appreciate you. But I want to keep them out of the system. And the way you do it is you give them options. You give juvenile options, things to do. What happened to the y'all remember the Red Cap program? What happened to that? That's gone. They'd rather put extra seats to a losing team than take care of our children. I wish I had some. So we give them options, but we test them in the impressionable states of their life. Between the ages of 9 and 12, we can take them like clay and mold them. Put them around positive people, positive things. There are a lot of organizations. This Paul reaches out to the community. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He reaches out to the community. He reaches out to the community and he reaches out to the community with various programs for young people, middle-aged people, and older people. He has a program going on with his development center that people don't want to come. He opens the doors for them. But there's a lot of organizations that does that. So as city leaders, we have to carry the mantle.
That's right.
We have to carry it down. We've got to push those programs. I understand that city council has an agenda on certain things to do, but there's a lot of money that doesn't come on this side of town. A lot of money that doesn't come on this side of town. That doesn't come on this side of town. So you have to be committed. And as a sheriff, I'll stand there with you. Now, I'm not gonna be like a certain president and say, I'm going with you and go back in the house. I'll stand there with you. I'll stand there with you. I'll fight with you because our children are our most valuable asset that we have. And listen, let me say this in closing. Parents need to stop trying to be the child's best friend. Taking care of 40-year-old children. And you know what? They passed the name child at 18. They're not a child anymore. They're not children. But I used to see women coming to a nightclub and the children didn't talk. Or they're inside the club drinking with them.
Yeah.
One or the other. And then they wonder why the child goes south. They wonder why when the child is 4 years old, usually comes first and it's cute to them. Wonder why when he gets of age or she gets of age, they disrespect. Now you're married. Now he or she is heading down a life where they should be going. Yeah. Let's stop that. But I can't do it. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. We need everybody at the table. We need the city council, mayor, sheriff, we need these boards and commissions. We need all hands on deck in Duval County. We need to work with these nonprofits. We need to get our children, give them things to do, positive things to do. We got to make everybody's job a whole lot easier. I want to thank you all for your time. Thank you for your questions. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. It really means a lot to me.